this is Chandra. So today we're going to talk about alternative mice. So I have carpal tunnel syndrome in my right hand, and I do a lot of typing for my job. I'm a fast typist, type about 90 words a minute consistently. And I started having shooting pain all the way up my arm. Sometimes like you would feel like this muscle was throbbing. And so I always call it carpal tunnel. I've worn the wrist splints, things like that. But I work with an occupational therapist who used to be a hand specialist. And one day I was talking to her about it and she says, no. You don't actually have carpal tunnel. You have something else, which is otherwise known as tennis elbow. And you should maybe try some alternative mice. So my first alternative mouse was a trackball mouse with a big red ball at the top where you're rolling it with your upper fingers, and that definitely helped. What I always tell people when it comes to changing out their keyboard or their mouse is typically you're gonna hate it until you love it. You gotta try it, you gotta get through the learning curve. This feels weird, I hate this thing, and then you gotta give it enough of a trial to see if it works for you. So it took me a long time to get used to a trackball. I hated it for quite a long time, but once I got used to it, then an old-fashioned, a regular mouse, I guess a regular mouse felt weird to me. So I had done some research and I found that an upright mouse, turning your hand upright, could be good for people that have carpal tunnel and tennis elbow. And found this old clunker in a closet. And this is an Evoluent Vertical Mouse 2. And look, it's wired, it's clunky, it's chunky, but this shows you that vertical mice is not a brand new thing. They've obviously had this one for quite a while now. And so you hold it like this, and you left click here, and you right click here. I don't remember what the bottom button does, but left click, right click, you got your scroll wheel. And I used this for a long time, and it was instant relief. I loved it. Every time my husband would come to use my mouse for something, he would click the wrong button and he'd be like, oh, I hate your mouse, it's awful, you should throw it away, it's terrible. He hated it. And I'm like, well, I'm used to it now, and I know how it works, and it's fine, left click, right click. So I tried then this one, and this is a Logitech M570. Not quite vertical like this, but at least getting it up and still that trackball. I don't think I've given this enough time. I don't love it. I got used to the trackball with your up at the top with your finger, that the thumb track for me feels a little tight across the top of my hand right here. So I didn't love this. It's not for me. It doesn't mean this isn't a great mouse. I wanted a wireless mouse. I think that was why I switched this. I don't really remember why I didn't use this one. I love this one. I think it was because I wanted something wireless. And we got this one. And I'm not 100% committed to this and love it, but I think that's a great alternative. Then I got this Logitech mouse, and this is the MX Vertical. And this is, again, quite a bit more vertical than the trackball mouse. Still not quite as upright as my old Evoluent, but this is pretty good. And this mouse is like $100. Guys, like $100, and it hurts my soul to pay $100 for a mouse. But let me tell you, I love it. I love it. I got used to it real quick because I was already used to this one. And it instantly relieved all that strain I had feeling up here in my forearm. And wouldn't you know it, my husband now has the same mouse. He started having pain in his arm, and I told him, you need to get one of these mice. And he ran out and got one, and now he swears by it and he loves it. So I know that this is quite an expense, and it will take some getting used to. So again, I always recommend that you seek out your state lending library for assistive technology. And I'll try to, I imagine there's a link where I can put down below that has, how to find it state by state. I know in Georgia it's Tools for Life, but definitely if you can trial any of these products, that's one route to go. The other route is go buy this. I got this at Best Buy. I think you have a 15 or a 30-day return policy depending on the item. Try it out consistently as much as you possibly can, and then return it at the end of the period, so you can get your money back if this isn't the mouse for you. But if you have any questions, comments, I'm not an occupational therapist, but I certainly have a lot of experience with different types of mice, and I'll be happy to try to answer them for you. Thank you. I hope this helps.